Alex! Alex!
What?
I'm dying.
Why are you dying?
I've got a case of incuritis.
That's too bad. I'm hungry. Don't see me complaining about it.
But Alex, how can we do the pre-show if I'm dying?
What do you think we're doing right now?
Alex, I can't record a podcast. I'm dying. This isn't just some cockamamie excuses. That way we can skip doing the podcast another week.
You're lying.
What? What? Look at me. I'm all pale and weak.
You're fatter than ever.
And my hands,
They're perfectly fine.
They shake. Look. Shake, 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 shake. Shake, 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 shake.
See? My hand's doing that too. And your hand's not doing it at all anymore.
So what are you saying? That you have to do the podcast while I'm dying on my deathbed?
No. What I'm saying is you're going to get your butt into the show and be perfectly fine. I mean, I've got worse sinus problems than you do right now. Your incuritis is nothing.
But it's incurable. You'll just have to do the show with Michael.
Michael? That faggot?
Yes.
We're never bringing him back.
Alright.
See, I hear you laughing there. I know you're perfectly healthy.
Okay, we'll do this. We're gonna do it live. Okay, fine, we're gonna do the podcast. Welcome to the Metawhirl podcast.
I think you mean SickCast.
Yeah, we're feeling a little under the weather, but we're gonna go and record this, damn it.
Yes, 2 weeks. 1 week is fine. 2 weeks. That's when I come over there and I drag you out of your house.
Yeah. Today is March 1st, 2013. I'm Anthony Quintero Castellana.
I'm Alexander Hofstetter.
And, boy, do we got a show for you today. Recently, someone on the good old VP just so happened to go and drop some rumors, and we'll be looking at some of those rumors right now.
Yes, because his uncle works for Nintendo. Clearly.
Well, he might be like, you know how this is. Like, every generation, there's that one dude who, like, comes out of the woodwork and says, hey, there's some new stuff that's happening, and I have the inside scoop because I just got fired from Game Freak, and I don't care what the contract says.
And then they throw you, and then they get thrown into the fires because it turns out all their information was wrong.
Yeah, like remember when Black and White 2 was coming out, and there was some dude who was like, yeah, the game is about life and death, and there's brand new starters, and
yeah, which is really dumb because it's the middle of a generation.
Hey man, I was excited for a Fire Rabbit starter.
It's the middle of a generation. They're not going to toss out new Pokemon in the middle of a generation.
Yeah, that still would have been cool.
Yeah, let's see.
So let's go over some of the rumors that this guy. We're gonna put a link to the article in question about the dude who just happened to be posted on VP. And so let's look at the first rumor right here. Main characters are named Jean and Jane. The characters' appearances are non-customizable.
Which makes me mad.
Why, you hate Jean and Jane?
No. Well, why call him Jean and not Dick?
Why? Do you want her name to be Juju or something?
No, Dick and Jane.
Well, you can name him that, even though you're going to play as the girl.
And then
Yeah. Jack and Jill.
Yeah, or Jean and Jane.
I don't know why it's not Jean with like a G with a G.
Mm-hmm.
Is that how you spell Jean?
Yes, Gene, and it's the actual legit name.
Yeah.
Non-customizable appearances. I want that already. Oh well.
Though, I still kind of think that even if like this is the only thing that may be true, so a lot of people were when the original trailer came out, they noticed that, like, when the dude swings, he doesn't have the glasses on his head. Yeah. And then on further inspection, you could actually see that the glasses actually glitched out and are just, like, over there in the corner. Yeah. Which begs the question, like, is it actually customizable? Because, like, why go and actually have that actually be, like, a part of it?
Instead of just a part of the model.
Yeah.
Which I think actually leads into one of the later ones.
Ooh, there's a later rumor about that?
No, a later mark in here about that.
Oh, okay. How about you go over the next point?
Let's see. Trainers now appear in the bottom screen during battle, with the speech bubble interface holding the trainer commands inside. I think that's just kind of silly looking. That sounds silly looking from what I'm hearing.
Yeah, though...
Because it's like, why does that need to be there? And that's, though mostly superficial.
Yeah, especially since, well, like, when you're playing on... The bottom screen doesn't really have... It just pretty much has all your things that you need to do. It's just like, beep, boop, beep, boop, boop.
Yeah.
Though it would have been nice to have that in Generation 5, so that way you could look at that chick's ass all battle. The chick in Gen 5, Anthony, was like this girl wearing these like biker shorts. Yeah, like
not biker shorts. She was wearing cut jeans.
Yeah, she was wearing cut jeans. So like you could, like to the point where like her pockets like let out a little bit. Yeah, so like when she throws a Pokeball, she like bends over and like, oh wow.
So it's Misty.
Just with jeans, yeah.
Yeah, it's Misty tier except shorter.
Yeah.
Getting shorter than Misty, it's getting to the point where you're just wearing a thong.
That'd be horrible. A lot of people hated Cynthia's original design, like when feminists were like complaining about Pokemon, they're like, there isn't anything like big in Pokemon. Girls are just like gym leaders or Elite Four, nothing big. And they're like, well, in Generation 4, we have a new champion who's a chick. And they're like, oh, cool. She looks like she's basically wearing like fancy lingerie. We can't win with these people.
There is no winning with those people at all. I don't know. Trainers now have their own leveling system that affects how in-game PCs react to you and grants various bonuses such as increasing capture rate and the rarity of Pokemon encountered.
That would be kind of cool, just like shows your character growing and stuff.
Yeah, but that sounds kind of silly to have it be an experience system. Like, that's something that you just expect to happen as the game progresses.
Yeah, kind of like when you get like a few badges or something.
Yeah.
I'm sort of reminded of Fossil Fighters because there was a...
Is that called a rep?
No. There was this dude in this like hotel room right next to you, and he would be just like, "Oh, you went and are the Grand Champion? Go call me when you've like you're the World Grand Champion." Then you go back as World Grand Champion. He's like, "Tell me when you saved the world," and you go save the world. He's like, "Big deal. Who hasn't saved the world? Call me when you become like," and like it keeps increasing.
Call me when you have. So you saved the world. Everyone has saved the world.
Pretty much, and so eventually you get his respect. And then he lets you in, and you battle him, and he's like, balls ass easy.
What do you have to do to get his respect?
Just like keep like getting higher up the ranks.
What could be better than being World Grand Champion and saving the world?
I forget. That game was pretty cool though the grinding in it was like stupid. So like all your starting stuff was literally the best you could ever get.
Because it took too fucking long to grind other things?
Yeah. Though, I do like the idea of, like, just NPCs reacting to you differently. You know, like, depending on, like, rumors and stuff. It's kind of like how we were talking yesterday about the Glitz Pit in Paper Mario 1000 Year Door. Like, the higher up you go, like, the more posters you see, the more people recognize you.
And the more badass you get.
Yeah, but then it gets a little bit more skeezier and stuff, and a little bit more creepy.
Yeah. Then we get the rock cock.
Yeah. All right.
And then you slam.
Link to that in the description.
Yes.
So, anything else you want to note about that, or
not really? I feel it. It feels kind of off for a Pokemon game, but it's something I could expect. It's something kinda on the expectable side, but it feels like you could do that, but then at the same time it feels off.
Yeah.
And you have the new key item called the Whistle, which can be used once per battle with differing effects, such as waking up Pokemon up or snapping out of confusion.
That'd be great for snapping out of confusion.
It sounds like the flute.
Uh-huh.
And I think that sounds alright, because it's basically the wake-up flute and the snap-out of confusion flute.
Yeah.
Which is perfectly fine.
Or it's kind of like how you call your Pokemon in Coliseum, and then they, like, react to either wake up or get out of frenzy mode or anger mode.
Yeah,
I don't know if... But once per battle seems a little weird.
Yeah, that doesn't sound right.
No, I don't think I would actually even use that just because it wastes a turn doing that when I could just easily like put a full heal or something.
Also waste a turn too.
Yeah, but like
it's a key item that's free, and if you're confused or asleep, like if you rest and then use that.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, that's probably why that once per battle thing is there. Because if you could do that every...
you would have like a Lumberry and then like you use the whistle the second time.
Yeah. Let's see. A bond level replaces the happiness meter from past games. The higher bond levels grant bonuses such as experience or stat gain from Pokemon. That second bit sounds really, really, really suspicious.
Yeah.
Stat gain? That's something... Like, the next bit helps make that sound a little bit more understandable, but...
But as long as... It would actually be kind of cool to see, like, more like a meter.
Yeah. Like,
to go and judge, because, like, you get that, like, weird spot where you're like, I don't know whether I should teach my Pokemon Return or keep Strength on it, because I don't know how much it loves me.
Exactly.
Plus, it would be easier to, like, level up things via happiness when you can actually see how well you're doing.
Yeah. Why won't you love me? Smacks. Speed.
Yeah.
Roided Eevees.
Yeah, that's how my Badoo went. I was like, you're level 24 and you haven't evolved into a Roselia yet. I hate you and everything you stand for. I'm just gonna catch a Roselia and just call it a day.
Why won't you love me? Force feeds all the vitamins.
Yeah. And then I remember I was kind of like hesitant to get the Zoomerl because I got Zoomerl just because it was gonna have to be the same bullshit. I was like,
oh no.
Hold on, are you gonna pause this or what?
Oh yeah, just pause it for a second, Anthony. Sorry about that. Mm-hmm. Just a little bit of just a phone went off.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing important, right?
No, it was just some random company. But yeah, as I slowly feed them all the protein and steroids.
Yeah, and then they don't still evolve, and you're just furious at life because.
And you throw them at the wall.
Yeah, but yeah, my Azurill, I was just like, if you don't evolve by at least level 16, I will go and just like box you forever. Luckily, it like evolved at like 14, so I was like, yes.
Yeah, you will be boxed forever.
And that's a pro tip: if you want something to evolve via happiness, just threaten to box it forever, and leave it in the cold PC where it will never get love.
Yeah.
In fact, put it in a box that like it'll just be by itself.
Yeah, so it doesn't even have other Pokemon to be with, and you make sure that the environment background is set to the exact opposite of what it would need.
Or something that, like, it's, like, depressing, like, you put it in, like, a graveyard or something.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of cool.
You know, you take a Zero and you put it in the volcano.
Volcano.
And then you take that fire type and put it...
in the ocean.
Exactly.
Alright, what's the next one?
New item called Bondi. Bond level bonuses and a whistle feature can be turned off in PvP matches for the benefit of competitive play. That's what makes it sound a little more legit.
Uh-huh.
Just because it's like, oh hey, now you don't have that now you don't have that bullshit involving wireless.
Yeah.
But that still doesn't make it any less dubious. As dubious as a disc.
Dubious disc.
A new item called the Bond Eye that resembles a pair of sunglasses allows players to view the nature of wild Pokemon and their capture rate. That second bit.
Yeah.
Sounds really off because capture rates are something that's consistent between Pokemon.
Nature would be kind of helpful.
Yeah, it's like
that would actually save up a lot of time. It's just like, oh, that one is, Oh, that Darmanitan is a modest nature, not gonna get that.
Exactly. It's like, it tells you stuff like that. The Bond Eye also allows players to see visual avatars of other players and send them messages or trade and battle requests. This feature, akin to the Miiverse function in Nintendo land, will be the first of its kind on the 3DS.
Actually, we have not played too much of Nintendo Land. We just kind of played it on party once.
But he's talking about Wii U, not Nintendo Land. But yeah.
Well, it says Nintendo Land.
Yeah, they made a mistake when writing that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, the Miiverse, because the Miiverse function is the Wii U is a whole.
Oh, is that it's that thing where you write people notes, right? And you go and tell them, "Hey, this guy's a bag of dicks."
Yeah.
And you draw like a bag of dicks, and then you point to the gym. And it's like gym leader.
Yeah.
I want to see a picture of that.
No.
What? No. Though, if you add me on 3DS, I will totally draw you a bag of dicks if you want.
Bag of dicks.
Bag of ducks. Not to be confused with the bag of ducks.
Yeah.
Which I regularly send out to my people who I talk to on the swap note.
A bag of ducks.
Yeah, just draw bags of ducks.
And then the ducks attack because everyone knows that birds are dicks.
Yeah. Well, ducks. The thing about ducks is they usually have their opinions of me usually vary depending on whether I have bread or not.
True.
So
though it's better than those bags of ducks that care about what gen you like. Because most of them think that Gen 2 is the best and Gen 3 is the shitty shit.
It was actually really funny. There's a girl who goes to our college, and we were just talking garbage about Gen 2, and she was like, "What? Gen 2 is my favorite. I love Chikorita." I was like, "Oh, the Gadium's like the worst out of everything."
Exactly. I'm like, but the game is terrible. And she's like, who cares about the game? The anime was amazing. And we're like,
I guess you're right.
okay, that's fine. We don't really give a shit about the anime at that point. We just kind of care about talking about the game.
But the theme song for the Johto area was pretty sweet.
Yeah.
I will argue anyone who says that the original theme song was better, just because Johto theme song, man, that is so...
be a mess.
No, not that one. The one that goes...
I know.
That one's...
I know, but To Be a Master is the best. Because flame type.
Should that be our
Episode title?
No, break song? To Be a Master?
Yes.
I still have the CD in my car.
Yeah.
I can just take it out of my car when I get home.
Yeah.
And I edit all this.
Yeah, and edit all of this at home. Let's see. Wireless co-op is now possible with one player being the leader and the others aiding in battle. That sounds suspicious as fuck as well.
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool for, like, I don't know, like, some type of...
Unless they mean, like, double or triple battles or something like that.
Yeah. Though, walking around with someone, like, being their Brock would be kind of fun.
Yeah, I'm gonna end up being a surgeon. That's pretty much all I do. I'm a Pokemon nutritionist. Let's see. Wireless co-op, players not able to play cooperatively will be allowed to request aid from NPC trainers in their adventures via a juice bar located in every town.
That'd be kind of interesting. Just have, like, a party member that just, like... It'd be better in, like, an older game where, like, they had, like, a set inventory.
Yeah.
So you can just use them as a whatchamacallit, a pack mule.
Yeah.
But then, like, having your, like, own little, like, buddy along does sound, like, pretty fun.
Yeah. Having your own little pack mule that you throw at enemies.
Yeah. Well, that'd be kind of cool. Like, you could, like, train Pokemon, like, you're, like, that are a little bit weaker or something, or...
Yeah. Take his good Pokemon, give him your shit Pokemon, and then when he makes your shit Pokemon good...
Yeah. No, I wonder if that would mean that there would be way more double battles.
Yeah. That would change it. Or maybe it changes it so that if you have someone with you, it's double battles. Like, if you don't...
I'm guessing the person would only be around for, like, only very...
for short periods. Like, probably next route or some shit like that.
Yeah.
Wireless co-op is now possible. Let's see. The Pokédex resembles a tablet with a 3D display that allows players to view Pokemon models, read full paragraph descriptions, of them, hear the cries, view their locations, and compare sizes and weights with the others, and read comments made by other trainers around the world about them.
That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, it's like, it's like, we all know how that's gonna work when I go and I check Poliwhirl.
Yeah, it's gonna be, I'm gonna be all like, Poliwhirl's the best. You got this Pokemon. You see this Pokemon? Best Pokemon ever. Don't evolve it.
And then we'll probably have someone shit talking on one of the Pokemon at least. It's like on all the baby pages, you'll see a whole bunch of shit talk about the babies.
That like Vanillux and
yeah,
Stunfisk.
Yeah. Gen Wars Part Game.
Oh Jesus, that'd be terrible. No, like there's some Pokemon like nobody can hate, like Metagross and
yeah. No one can hate the Metagross. No one can hate the Aggron. Cobalion.
No, I've seen people hate Aggron.
Ah.
He's like a dinosaur with dicks everywhere. He's a Dickosaurus Rex.
No, he's not a Dickosaurus Rex. He's a Dickzilla.
He's a Dickzilla.
He's a Dick Mechagodzilla.
Someone should draw that.
Mechagodzilla with a bunch of dicks on him.
No, just Aggron with a bunch of dicks on him. No, maybe fighting that Godzilla with a bunch of dicks.
Check eating it might be there.
Yeah.
We'll check it after the podcast.
Yeah. Yeah, we will. And then we'll toss it onto all your emails.
All 5 of your emails. Thanks for following us, guys.
Yeah. Let's see, compare sizes and weights. Let's see. Excess money can be stored in banks that grant interest and special gifts upon depositing certain amounts.
That's kind of cool.
It's like the mom.
Or it's like Animal Crossing.
Yeah. No, I was saying, Animal Crossing doesn't really give you interest, does it?
It doesn't give you interest, but it gives you like gifts if you go and shove like a million bells.
Oh yeah, it gives you like letters or shit like that.
No, you don't get letters. You get like tissue for 1 million bells at your bank.
Yeah.
Or if you get 10 million bells at your bank, then it's like a small model of your house. I'm like, oh look, it's my house.
No, the small model of the house came from a Happy House Society.
All right.
Yeah, it's like they gave you shit for putting money in the bank.
I'm pretty sure you got tissue though.
Yeah, you probably got tissue, but yeah, the whole thing here is that you're getting interest. Mom system. Mom would spend your money.
Yeah, but then she'd give you like some type of item.
Yeah, and it's like, Mom, I did not ask you to spend 10,000 bells, 10,000 Poke Dollars to get me a Pokeball. This isn't even an Ultra Ball. What did you waste the rest of that money on?
Strip club. She makes it rain. She's like, my son's a trainer. Make it rain, guys. He's fighting the Elite Four next weekend. Let's go watch him. Make me money.
Oh god, that's even worse. Because then it's just like, oh hey, I'm a stay-at-home mom, and I'm forcing my child to go work to fund my terrible, terrible habits.
I remember there was this picture Nero sent me of like all the moms like wearing like kind of like really nice dresses and stuff that show off their features. And the only reason people recognized the one from Gen 2 was because she had like a shit ton of money in her hand.
Oh god, that's hilarious.
It was great too because their picture had like this Mudkip looking at the mom from Gen 3, and he was just staring at her tits, and he was just like, he was just all happy. I was like, man, that Mudkip knows what's up, man. Alright, next one.
Let's see. Using a special wristwatch device, players can travel 30 years into the past, which features different characters, younger versions of current characters, different layouts, and different wild Pokemon. Why do we have a Celebi watch?
I think it's kind of cool, but that's just because I like time travel.
I think it's kind of cool, but I also kind of don't like it unless this actually has some kind of effect. Like you have to be careful when you're back there, or else you could create a time paradox. Or if you go back and do something, it changes the way people act in response to you. Yeah. And I want to know why it's a fucking wristwatch and why you have it. Is this some kind of common thing that everyone can go back in time and go and smack the shit out of someone, smack the shit out of their mom?
I don't know.
Oh god, that would be hilarious if you ran into your mom as a trainer.
And she like hits on you or something?
No, not that she hits on you, that you have to battle her.
And then because she hits on you, she falls in love with you, and then you have to go and like try to convince your dad to try to get with her. But your dad is like a wimpy ass nerd, so you go and have to stage this thing where you have to go and get Biff Atlas to go and try to rape your mom. But then in reality, your dad goes and fights him and beats him down in one punch.
And then a famous guy, and then a famous black rock musician comes in and kicks your dad's ass. Then you end up being half black.
What? That wasn't part of the movie.
Totally was. Or have you not seen Black to the Future?
Black to the Future. Anthony, were you there that one time we went to D-Run's house and we like loaded in his Back to the Future DVDs?
No, I was not there.
Oh, it was great. He has this super DVD that has like all the ride footage, like all the waiting in line footage, and then the footage of the ride. And so we like sat down and shook our couch, pretending that we were on the ride because we all miss it. We had like a fan in our face, pretending that we were riding it.
We need that ride back. Yeah. Star Tours.
They still have Star Tours.
I know they still have Star Tours, but yeah, that's basically what it is. Body Wars.
Alright, what's the next one?
Let's see. The special wristwatch. The rival faction is Team Gear, whose members wear purple bodysuits with black clock hands on them. They mess with events in the past that affect the present.
Oh, there you go.
I don't like that. That hasn't... What does that have to do with the way that they designed the cover?
Yeah, I don't know. Though, It does sound like we'd be fighting some steampunk guys. Yeah. That'd be kind of funny.
We're fighting Clockwork.
You don't even know who Clockwork is.
Yes, I do.
He's a robot owl.
No, not that Clockwork.
He's a robot owl.
The other Clockwork.
He's a robot owl.
No, the other Clockwork, man.
From
Danny Phantom.
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In one part of the game, you must catch a Munchlax in the past in order to clear the road for Snorlax in the future, suggesting that past generations of Pokemon will be available from the start. Again, we'd go and say, okay, that's just furthering on that. And then what is this, Mario and Luigi partners in time?
Though, I don't like how it implies that only past generation Pokemon are in the past, when the games have kind of had a weird timeline. Like, Generation 4 happened during the events of Generation 2.
Yeah.
Like, you can see that, like, they're reporting on, like, the Red Gyarados and Lake of Rage.
No, but he doesn't saying that it's only past Pokemon will appear in the past. It's saying a Munchlax will be there in the past where the Snorlax is.
Past generations of Pokemon will be available.
No, he's saying that the fact that you catch a Munchlax to remove a Snorlax suggests that past Pokemon are going to be available.
Oh, yeah.
Because you have to catch a Snorlax, which is a past Pokemon.
Alright. But though, I do kind of think that's a little bit cute, like, though, especially since, like, I've never actually had a Munchlax, so I don't know how those roll.
Professor is Professor Bristle, and the rival is Ricky, a magazine writer who documents the strange events occurring in the past. That's all we can say about that.
Yeah.
The new generation consists of 99 new Pokemon, many of them baby Pokemon.
Oh no!
No! And new evolutions of current Pokemon. No! Don't make Gen 6 Gen 4 again!
I don't want, unless we get new Mawile, that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, adult Mawile.
Adult Mawile and a better Love Disc.
Yeah. Evolutions to Pokemon will be fine. Babies? No.
No, babies.
Baby legendaries.
Legendary babies. I'd watch the shit out of that. Baby Groudon would be my favorite. He'd get in fight with Kyogres because they didn't know which one would have... They get in arguments over which is better, sunny days or rainy weather.
Rainy nights. Sylveon is a normal Pokemon that evolves based on a new bond level. It is the only new evolution. Not much to say about that.
Yeah, you kind of already know our thoughts on Sylveon. We kind of spent like half a show talking about that thing and its flesh ribbons.
Yeah, there will be a total of 6 legendary Pokemon that include Xerneas, Psychic Rock, why Rock? Why Rock?
I don't know.
That thing looks nothing like a rock. And Yveltal, Ghost Flying. It doesn't look like a fucking Ghost Flyer.
I actually saw, like, today, there was someone else went and posted that the X1 would be a ground steel. Or, like, it was ground... was ground something that's weak to fighting. And then the other one was like flying, fighting, and I was like, I don't know. I like both those typings.
No. Flying, fighting, and ground blank. That sounds really fucking dumb. Just because. Just because. Think about that.
Oh, they wouldn't be able to use the
Ground.
Yeah.
Ground. Something weak to fighting, versus a flying. Something weak. Something flying, fighting. Think about that. The flying fighting has double super effectiveness over the other one, and the other one doesn't have anything against that.
No, I'm guessing it was like something that would counter it. They countered each other, is what we're saying. Psychic and Rock and Ghost flying sound really dumb. Though
those actually do counter each other, unlike the one that you were saying, which has Yveltal just being able to over-dominate on Xerneas.
I forget. I'm sorry. Yeah. If I remembered what the other typing was, I'm sure it was a little bit better.
Yeah. Okay, along with 4 black and white Pokemon based on card suits, a Cobra with a heart-shaped hood and a tail, a Tiger with diamond patterns, a T-Rex with space-shaped eyes, and a Peacock with club-shaped tail.
That actually sounds kind of cool.
I don't like it.
I just like the T-Rex, and I kind of like the Cobra.
I don't like that it's just random off card suits. Why? Feels kind of out of nowhere. No reason.
Though does that mean that we would get? Imagine if they had another one that was like a Joker that was like the strongest out of all of them. Because Joker's wild.
Yeah. Most of the brand new Pokemon will be new combination. No. What'd be interesting is if it was a singular Pokemon that changed shape.
That'd be kind of cool. I'm pretty sure Nero would be down with that Tiger.
Yeah. Let's see. Most of the brand new Pokemon will be new combinations such as Fire, Ice, and Dark Electric. Something Leviathan does want to see. Dark Electric. Just make Luxray Dark Electric.
Yeah.
That faggot needs to be dark. The types of final evolutions of the starter Pokemon will be Grass Flying, Fire Psychic, and Water.
Just water. Let's not make Froakie interesting. Let's just water.
Yeah, he's just water. But Fire Psychic. Yeah, we're gonna make Victini again.
Yeah.
And then Grass Flying. That one just sounds kind of random.
Yeah, especially since it has like a bajillion weaknesses.
What is it gonna do? Evolve into Pachirisu with grass?
It transforms into a better Tropius.
No, sorry, not with grass. Sorry, not Pachirisu.
Emolga.
Yeah.
I don't like flying in grass. I think that sounds weird. Plus, I don't think Chespin looks like something that would learn fly.
Yeah, unless their plan is to make it into a Flymolga.
Flymolga. It would be kind of weird. It just kind of grabs your back and just kind of flies you around places.
Yeah, it just kind of hovers there.
What do you think of these rumors? Is there any chance they could be true? No.
Metawhirl
Podcast is 100% against all of these rumors, though some of them sound pretty badass, like a T-Rex.
No T-Rex legendary. Rock Dragon T-Rex fossil. That is Ubers.
What if it was a T-Rex that was based off of all the suits?
I want a non-legendary Ubers Pokemon that's Ubers off of stats alone.
Though, tell us what you guys think or what sounds interesting to you. We're gonna put a link to this article in the description, like I said earlier. Obviously, when it comes to things from VP, you kind of want to take things with a grain of salt. A lot of people were saying Light type was confirmed by VP, and I was like, no. A lot of people still hate that idea, and a lot of people are still against it.
I can confirm the only thing that we need to see is that the thing that will give this thing credence is if we see a trailer or showcasing a baby Pinsir and baby Heracross in the next couple of weeks. As information on the band system. If that comes around,
then we start freaking out, and this podcast becomes a bunch of screaming because we were completely wrong, and this was the first time we were completely wrong.
And it's pretty much this GIF. I mean, not this GIF, this JPEG. You know the one. You know that picture of that guy.
You mean I'm gonna have to splice it in right now?
Yes.
All right.
The guy who has where it's just that one guy from that one talk show, and underneath it has that orange rectangle, and in white letters it says panic.
Yeah. So, that'll be probably up right now. Yeah. Though, Baby Pinsir and Baby Heracross, as long as it's like maybe one baby Pokemon that transforms into either one, that'd be kind
like
of
Tyrogue.
Cool. Though I still kind of hate the idea, but we're going to take a little break right now because I need to go barf with the idea of more baby Pokemon.
Yeah.
So when we come back from the break, I don't know what we'll talk about. Maybe we'll go and flick peas at each other or something.
Yeah.
All right. See you guys after the break.
Or flick pee at each other.
To be the one, the only one who can withstand the test and be the best. Got to strive, keep up the drive, be a master. It takes a certain kind of skill, and I won't stop until 150 Pokemon are mine. I must define the art of capture. To be a master, Pokemon master, I will be writing a brand new chapter. Pokeball, go, go, all the children sing. My badges and my Pokeball. Ha, got my buddy Pikachu to help me try to catch 'em all. Yo, it's all about the evolution of the Pokemon. The training, attaining, and being part of the phenomenon. Be a Pokemaster icon. Ha, Team Rocket will be long gone. But first you gotta know about the different types. Grass, fire, ground, flame, electric, water, rock, flying, ice. No more bug, ghost, fighting, and dragon. Don't forget about psychic. To be a master, Pokemon master, I will be writing a brand new chapter, a brand new to be a master, Pokemon master, and I will be striving to be the greatest master. Pokeball, go, go, all the children sing. Like I said before, it's all about the evolution of the Pokemon.
Somewhat impressive. Now you've reached the plateau, but not yet a hero. Are you ready to meet and defeat the elite? Can I expect survival against your rival? And remember, gotta catch 'em all. Show me what you've got.
Pokeball, go, go, to be a master, Pokemon master, I will be writing a new chapter, a brand new to be a master, Pokemon master, I will be striving to be the greatest master, sing it, children, Pokemon master, hey, the greatest master, hey, Pokemon master, I will be writing the greatest chapter.
Welcome back from the break.
To be a master, flame type. Everyone knows that that Victini was secretly supposed to be a nuclear bomb. That's what flame type. Because flame is fire type. Everyone knows that flame type is also secretly poison type.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, was like flame type the thing that they replaced with poison? Like, did they like think? Did they just forget, do you think? Or do you think that they're like, oh, we can't say poison?
They probably just weren't paying attention when they were writing the song.
Yeah, it's for those of you who don't know, back when Pokemon was like first started and it was huge, like Time Magazine huge, there was a Pokemon CD that just had some songs that were in the show.
Yeah.
They had like the extended theme song, which is like the coolest thing ever.
And then they had To Be a Master, which is the
You don't get cups anymore.
Wah!
No cups.
Wah! That's what I get for trying to drink water during the podcast.
Yeah.
Robots can't have water.
There's now water everywhere. We're pretty much in a lake now.
Ah!
Okay,
Yeah,
I should move
To
my
Be a
laptop
Master.
little bit.
To Be a Master is To Be a Master was what you were listening to during the break.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
That'd be really weird. It's like I put like a bullet for my Paloswine instead.
Did you get more wood?
Oh yeah. Okay, that'll be next week. Maybe we'll just play it afterwards.
No. We'll just overlay it in there for just for that little clip.
I'm not gonna do that. Anyways,
Okay.
so yeah, the CD has like a bunch of random songs, and like most of the songs though are garbage and sound like shit you would find on the wave during the 90s. They were just these really, really terrible songs about like friendship and being friends.
To be a friend.
Something like that.
Yeah.
And literally the only good songs are like the theme song.
Jesse and James' song.
Yeah, which, no joke, it has the biggest lie I've ever heard in my life.
Biggest lie?
Yes, there's a lie. They lie to you in the song, because James says, and I quote, "I'm always the man." And anyone who's seen the anime knows for a fact James is not ever the man.
Exactly.
In fact, he has a relationship that he ran away from because he was not the man.
Even in costumes, he is not the man.
I love how there was that one episode where like they're magicians and like he's like wearing
The assistant.
He's the assistant, and you can totally tell that like Jessie has like cleavage and shit, and like she's still dressed up as a man. It's great.
Yeah. There's a problem when you're the woman between you and the guy with boobs.
Yeah, so it's a terrible CD, and was one time I found it in my pool room, and I was just like, hey, I'm gonna play it in my car, and we're gonna listen to it on the way to school. And then we listened to and then our friend Jerry walked up, and he was like, hey guys, I was like, get the hell in this car, we're listening to Be a Master. Also they have the entire Poke Rap, which is like it's like 12 minutes long.
Yeah.
They don't even cover Mew or Ho-Oh.
Yeah. And then also don't forget, besides those 150 or more to see, if you're in his car, you're gonna listen to the Paper Barkley jam.
Paper Barkley. There's this joke online where people go and mix Space Jam with like pretty much anything, and it's most of the time it's like it's either amazing or just kind of
Yeah.
And some dude was super cool and mixed the entire Paper Mario 2 soundtrack with Space Jam. And it's like this 25-minute video of just all the songs from Paper Mario 2 just mixed with Space Jam. And we're kind of addicted to it right now.
Yeah. We're playing it all the time. Until it becomes ingrained in our very essence.
I actually went to a live stream the other day, and I was like, dude, I have this stuck in my head. And he was like, dude, we're listening to that right now. And he got like 4 more people just because he was playing Space Jam.
And I wish we took a picture of that one face Jersey made when we told him that.
Oh, yeah, our friend Jersey was just like mortified that we were like listening to this over. And it was just so great.
It's just like...
They can't see you.
Yeah, just...
No, I'm hoping my emotes are so powerful that your mic picks up on the subconscious sounds of fear that face makes.
Sorry, but fear doesn't make a sound. It makes a smell though.
Yeah. So if this was a smell cast.
We're putting in a little scratch and sniff of fear right now, boop.
Though I don't think a smell cast would be any good because I smell like garbage. Thank God all of you have stuff.
And I smell terribly.
Yeah. So, during the break, we were concerned as to what the hell to talk about because the major thing that we were going to talk about was those rumors, and so we went on our a certain website and stuff, and
The block con.
Yeah, and so we discovered that Excadrill is like what?
Fucking tiny. He's 2 foot. He's like 2'3".
Yeah, which just feels weird considering he's an Uber's Pokemon.
Yeah, and then you go and realize why he's that powerful despite being that small. He's so tiny he attacks you from the inside.
Was that?
Bam. Yeah, that shit. It's like, and fucking Haxorus is 5'11".
Yeah, it's really weird.
And Zapdos is only like 4 foot. It's only
No,
5 foot. He's 5 foot.
He's 5'11".
No, Zapdos is like 5 foot.
We're gonna check this right now because I call complete garbage and bullshit.
Keep going.
Yeah, I know, but
No, it's like he demanded a challenge.
yeah, I thought it was 5'11".
No, 5'11" was Haxorus. It's 5'3".
And you're still wrong.
Well, I meant that he was close to 5 foot. I'm like, he's close enough to 5 foot that I'm just gonna call him 5 foot. If it was like 5'11", that'd be like me calling Haxorus 6 foot tall.
Yeah.
But they're all fucking tiny.
Yeah.
Like fucking Nidoking is only 4'7".
Yeah. I do like the assumption that these are just averages, and there are some that are like maybe a foot taller or a foot shorter. But
Yeah.
Shut up.
No. Yeah, but it's
implying that people aren't like
radically tall and radically short. But think about what that means. That if you have like a 4 foot tall Excadrill, you're also gonna have like a 2-3 inch tall Excadrill, a micro drill. Even though it totally doesn't work like that. That one guy has elephantitis. But how big would a midget Excadrill be? What, like 8 inches tall? That'd be great. It's like, it's small enough to fit in a box.
you put it.
You put it in baby clothes.
Yeah. Someone draw that.
Put a little Excadrill in baby clothes, and then and you just give it to your kid. You're just like playing with it like a baby.
Have steel claws of death. I don't think you want to give that to your baby.
Babies love steel claws of death. I watched a video the other day about like this baby who had like guns, and the guy was trying to trick the kid into giving him the gun. It's pretty great.
Yeah, everyone knows that little babies love death machines.
It was actually better because there was another video that my friend showed me where it was made in the same company, and it was just these two dudes wondering about alternate universes, and it's just like, meanwhile, in this other alternate universes where it's like this like completely arbitrary shit, like. Yeah. Meanwhile, in an alternate universe where you think that where you mistake your hand for a bear sometimes. Oh, hey. Oh!
Wait, that's not fair. Yeah, that shit. It's like fucking Excadrill is tiny as fuck. Everything is so fucking tiny.
Yeah.
Except for Arbok, which is fucking huge.
Well, that's just because you're measuring head to tail.
No, but still, he's still fucking huge for that. He's 15 feet long.
Yeah, that's pretty long.
I mean, I'd expect him to be 9 to 10 feet long. That 15 feet long is getting world's largest snake size.
Yeah.
And which feels really awkward when Super Tyrannodon is shorter than us.
I'm not gonna lie, I always do get annoyed when I see pictures of like Regigigas and they make him like Shadow of the Colossus style.
Yeah.
And I'm all like, that's not the actual height.
How big is he?
Regigigas? He's like, I want to say he's like, he's probably less than 7 foot. No.
Yeah, that sounds about right. You know why they do that, right?
You go type of Regigigas. I can't spell for garbage. I mean, I can't reach the keyboard.
Reggie is in here.
Yeah, because Reggie Fils-Aimé is... Everybody loves Reggie. His body was Reggie.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, it's because the whole he's called the colossal Pokemon. Okay, he's 12'2".
He's 12'2".
Yeah.
That's no Shadow of the Colossus.
Yeah. You know why they make him Shadow of the Colossus size, right? The anime. Yeah. You see him push back an entire glacier by himself.
It doesn't even look that big.
Well, in that bit of the anime, in like the one... You don't remember that one movie?
Yeah, I remember that one movie, but still, it's just weird. Sizes are just odd.
Oh, no, wait. That's a trick of perspective. There's nothing there to really show his sky size.
But if it's 12 feet tall, that would make it like taller, twice as tall as like the trainer, right? The
Yes.
trainer's like only 10 years old, so they're like 5 stone.
Yeah, they're like 5. They're 4'10".
So that's like double their height. That's huge
Almost
to
3
them.
times their height.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh god, shiny Regigigas looks interesting.
yeah. But Pokemon heights, they're just fucking weird.
Yeah.
I remember I love telling people that Charizard.
on Zapdos' butt. Charizard's only 4 foot.
Yeah, something, and you're just like, what?
The anime had him at like 6-7 feet tall.
Yeah.
Why is this guy a midget?
And then like there's that entire like fucking valley of Charizard that like are like 8 or 9 feet tall.
Yeah, and it turns out that Ash's Charizard was a fucking midget.
Yeah. You know, when you're hanging out with those guys, you don't really want to...
Yeah.
That's probably why he came back. He's like, I don't want to hang out with these guys.
Yeah, they're faggots.
You call me Jersey.
They asked me if I lift. They don't know. I lift Magmars.
I live back Mars.
And if I don't, it's those height to weight ratios. Some of them make sense, like 89 pounds on the Excadrill.
Uh-huh.
Then you got the really fucking heavy guys. And the really fucking light ones, like biggest Pokemon, 40 feet long.
Really?
Yes.
Really?
Wailord.
Wailord's only 40 feet long?
You can check it. It's 40 feet.
I'll believe you
Yeah,
on that
40
one.
feet, but it's only 900 pounds.
Well, that's because it's all there.
Yeah. It's hilarious. And he's 6 feet. His Wailmer's 6 feet.
That's like barely... Like, that's like as big as like, almost me.
And remember, it's a perfect sphere, so it's also 6 feet wide. So it's way bigger than you.
Yeah, it's...
It's big. It's
Yeah.
the fact that it's so fucking big. I thought that thing was like 3 feet when I saw it. I thought it was like 3-4. I thought it was about this tall, and then it just blows up into the size of a balloon.
It's still pretty big. From 6
Yeah.
to 40, that's...
Dude. Wailord,
Uh-huh.
alternate ability,
Huh.
levitate,
Or
Drizzle. Either one.
Drizzle. Drizzle would help it a lot.
Yeah.
Just go fucking scarf that thing and then
Yeah.
shove,
Yeah.
then do that stupid water spout for days.
Yeah. Water spouting for days.
Alright, so anything happening in TCG you want to talk about?
There's just a new deck rolling around in Japan,
Uh-huh.
and Deoxys EX, Thundurus EX, QRM, regular QRM, and Mewtwo EX. It's called Tot. I'm
So,
not sure about what's so great about it, though. I haven't gotten a good check at it.
so we're not going to be getting out of this whole EX thing for a long, long time.
No, EX is terrible right now. Just because if you try to run evolutions, you have to hope to God you don't just get one of the basics, or one of the basics for your evolutions and nothing else,
Uh-huh.
or else you will be donked out of the game because of shit like Hypnotoxic Blaster.
How about you go and explain to those viewers and some other
Yeah.
people in the room?
Yeah, Hypnotoxic Blaster is an item, is a new trainer that goes in an automatic. It does one of these 3 things. It either has a chance to poison and automatically sleeps the opposing Pokemon, automatically poisons the opposing Pokemon and has a chance to sleep them, or automatically does both. I can't remember which one of the 3 it was. All I know is that it can inflict poison and sleep.
Which is kind of bullshit.
Yeah. And then there's a stadium that increases the amount of damage that poison does in between turns.
Uh-huh.
A Mewtwo X, your average basic has 40 to 60 base HP right now.
Uh-huh.
So doing that's already 20-30 damage. So that's already more than half your health. And then you have EXs like Mewtwo EX. Now normally they have higher attack energy costs. But Mewtwo EX has that one that you can just activate off a DCE and will do 40 damage. That doesn't seem like much, but that's enough to kill a decent chunk of basics. Like if you were playing Thunderdome right now, if you got stuck with a Timpole, that only has 40.
Yeesh.
Unless you play one of the 50 HP ones, you either have 40 HP or 50 HP. And with Hypnotoxic Blaster, that's already 50 HP. And then you have a little bit more, that's 60 HP. And that'll donk someone out of the game. It really says they need to revise the way that they do shuffling.
Uh-huh.
Like what I find would be interesting is if you had one Pokemon in your deck that you always started out with, but you could only run one copy of it.
That'd be kind of cool.
Like, oh, you can choose to start with Mewtwo EX, but you can only run one copy of Mewtwo EX, and it's that copy that you start out with and play.
Yeah, but so right now we're kind of straying against the whole TCG thing. We probably won't be making any new decks.
Yeah, just because it's combination expensive and cheap at the same time. It's because all these new EXs that you have to get, which are balls ass expensive. Well, not as expensive as say other things like Yu-Gi-Oh or Magic, but they're still pretty expensive, and they're getting reprinted in tins, which makes them less expensive too. Which actually goes out very, very well for them. But that's just TCG right now.
Yeah, we're gonna still keep.
The other one I'm looking for, that I need to check into is Blastdeo, which is Blastoise Keldeo EX. That's been experimented with, which is basically Blastoise except you're using Keldeo.
Okay.
What? Yeah.
Yeah. It's so we're gonna still keep an eye on TCG. It's just that it's just kind of a weird place right now.
It's not a place you want to visit because EXs make things awkward.
Yeah. Though I really do love the concept of EX. It's just that there's a lot of ways that you can get easy energy and just deal out massive amounts of damage. Yeah,
that's the thing about EXs. They have more HP. Their attacks are stronger and require more energy. They're basically more powerful Pokemon that will net you more prizes. But the problem is that the way the format is you'll generally be able to get those prizes. You'll be able to net 2 to 3 prizes off of a single EX before it dies and loses you 2 prizes. Even more so because you'll probably be killing other EXs.
Yeah, because everyone's running EXs right now.
Yeah,
it's just a giant EX war.
Yeah, at least Mewtwo got a tin.
Yeah, which was really great. Did I tell you about that dude who was like on YouTube and he was like opening packs for days and he was just trying to get a Mewtwo EX via pack and he couldn't get one?
And then they released a tin.
He was trying to avoid using the tin because he just wanted that pride of opening up a pack and getting Mewtwo EX.
Yeah.
And he never got it. He eventually just succumbed and just said, you know what, screw it.
I remember doing that. My one Mewtwo EX was the full art one.
Do you still that picture where you go and have like...
Yes, I do. We'll have to toss that up.
Okay, Wazam.
I really should have photoshopped it a bit more. Because we never photoshopped it. Well, we'll probably Photoshop it before we put it up.
No. We'll just toss it up how it is.
Yeah, we'll toss it up how it is, and then we'll have the Photoshop version. Because the Photoshop version was just gonna be crappily photoshopping a picture of Victini's head on top of my head.
Oh yeah. Okay. We'll just put that up then.
Yeah.
We don't want people to know what you look like.
Yeah.
See your scraggly ass face from a year ago.
No, my scraggly ass face is in the other parts of the picture. It's just the last one would have a Victini instead of my face. That pack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That pack is fake, by the way. We're just
yeah. That was from me opening a couple of boxes.
Good times.
And then it's like, look at all these EXs I got.
Out of one box.
Out of these boxes.
Someone on VP was jelly though. I remember that day.
Yeah. Because I pulled the $80 Mewtwo EX.
Yeah.
Which actually went up to like 120, 140.
So you should have waited.
No, I sold it when it was at 120, 140.
Oh, okay. So you were smart at selling it.
Yeah. I think it went down again though.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. But yeah, there's that whole thing. And then we got that.
So also when we were on the whole VP, we were just like looking at people talking about Evos
and Prevos.
And side evolutions and stuff.
And we realized that we need a fucking Mile evolution.
Yeah.
Even though some people would say that they'd want to remove Mile from Generation 3. I say we should remove those people from the thread.
Yeah. Or just remove it from life.
Yes. Double claps.
Yeah.
That's
it was a double high five.
Exactly.
It's not like we were just clapping our hands.
Yeah.
More work for me to do.
Yeah.
There's like 4 pictures I need to toss up now. We gotta go and toss up a picture of Excadrill in like freaking your bloodstream.
Excadrill in your bloodstream, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah.
Excadrill, don't you know that's why they pay us so much for our plasma? Because our plasma's filled with Excadrills. Yeah.
Donate your plasma today. Get your Pokemon out of your blood.
Get the Pokemon out of your blood before they kill you.
They go fight diseases for you. It's a ground type, you know, and it gets rid of poison types. Yes, ground types.
Not Reuniclus is in your bloodstream. 2013.
But it's part steel, so you know it's gonna be immune to those poison types. Gets better and better.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, a lot of the evolution you're looking at where you're just like, no. Though I'm not sure how I feel about a Pseudo-Wudo evolution.
Yeah. Pseudo-Rai.
There was a fighting rock. There's a fighting Pseudo-Wudo, half rock, half fighting. It looked kind of cool. It's just that I don't really know
Do you even lift?
We're not gonna toss that picture up. I'm just gonna describe it. But yeah, it was just... That was kind of interesting.
Then we had the Cargonaut.
Yeah. The baby of...
No, not the baby.
Oh, yeah, the...
Evolution to Sharpedo.
Yeah, which is Anthony's favorite Pokemon name ever.
Yeah.
Sharpedo, not the evolution.
Yeah, just Sharpedo is your favorite Pokemon name.
Yeah.
Sharpedo and Shark. It's like,
Yeah.
when are they going to start putting other things together? Like, I don't know, birds and rockets.
They're kind of cool. Maybe
Steel flying?
Maybe like some type of toucan?
Toucan to a tomahawk? True. I saw something like
Yes!
Toucan tomahawk. What? I don't know.
Toucanahawk?
That sounds terrible.
Gen 6, Toucanahawk.
Fire flying.
128 base speed. 103 base attack. No attack, no defense, no HP.
It still gets beaten by fucking...
Gets sheer force, gets brave bird.
Still gets beaten by Rexivore.
Let's not talk about Rexivore.
You know what? Whenever we bring up absurd base stats, I have to say 165 base attack, 130
Okay,
base speed.
how about you tell the story about Rexivore so that way we never have to talk about it ever again.
Yeah, Rexivore was basically my idea for a fossil Pokemon way back, where it was it was a fire dragon. I mean, not fire dragon, rock dragon, and it was basically Rexivore, King of Prehistory, and it basically got an ability that made it 10% and 10% chance of causing status conditions when it hit something. And then it had decent stats. We're like, no, this isn't broken enough. This needs to be more broken. So
No, that's not the story.
Yes, that is the story.
The story was some bitch was like, tiers should be categorized by
Oh yeah, BST. It's like, tiers should be categorized by BST. And not by actual stat distributions. I'm like, okay, Rexivore, this thing isn't broken enough yet. Let's go and make it broken and show you how bad BSTs can be. So then I take the fossil BST, which is 495, that's for full evolve, which is actually kind of poor, and I redistribute Rexivore's stats so that he has 165 base attack, 130 base speed, and the rest is just distributed amongst his other stats really low, at really low numbers. So he literally just goes and rapes through a Pokemon.
Yeah.
Any Pokemon he hits.
Yeah, and the whole point was that if you're certain thing, you should be at UU, and it'd be like everyone would be using that in UU, and you'd have to shove it in OU, and then if it was good in OU, it may just stay there, or just go to Ubers if it was too broken.
It would probably go to Ubers with 130 speed, 160 base attack. That's Ubers levels base stats.
Uh-huh.
Like, that's the other thing, is that when you have Uber's levels base stats, is that you shouldn't be going off of base stat total so much as you should look at BST for some Pokemon, but at the same time, you should also be looking at individual base stat values.
Uh-huh.
Like, a Pokemon with over 70 speed, with over 80 speed, and over 140 base attack with no negative abilities. That's getting on the high cusp of probably should be you watched carefully for getting out of OU.
Yeah.
Because that's basically Metagross tier stats.
Yeah. But then again, Metagross is like in kind of a weird spot right now.
Actually, sorry, a better example would be Dragonite. Dragonite has that very, very high cusp stats that get it almost to out of there because 110, 140.
Yeah. No, people were actually, you know who's still on the fence right now?
Who?
Deoxys D right now.
Oh yeah, I remember you telling me about that.
Yeah.
It's because all those defenses make him all that super bulk makes him very feasible as a rock tosser.
Yeah, just set up everything and then just hyper offense for the win.
Yeah.
Which, I was explaining it to Michael last night because he was like, I think he's actually UU right now. I was like, well, that's because people don't want him to go to Ubers.
Yeah.
If you don't want something to go to Ubers, stop using it, so...
Yeah, and it stays low.
Yeah.
Which is hilarious.
You know what else is hilarious?
What?
We didn't get no fan mail this week.
Also, dude.
What?
Zangoose.
Uh-huh.
For someone who's saying Zangoose, watch it go up in stat. Watch it go up because it has Toxic Boost and someone's like, this thing has Toxic Boost and some great attacks. Just wait. It's gonna go up from you. It's gonna go up from wherever it is right now up to OU.
I wouldn't say OU. I'd say maybe RU.
Yeah.
Maybe UU.
I don't think it has the base stats to really benefit.
not
from
really.
that. What
Plus
does Toxic Boost even do? Just makes you get extra attack when you're poisoned?
Probably something like that. But yeah, so we have no fan mail.
No fan mail? That's what you get for taking so long on getting us out of space.
Space is hard to get out of.
Space is easy. Just stop focusing on that space type, and then we'll get out of it.
But space type is great.
No, it's already covered in psychic type.
But Jirachi would be space steel.
I like psychic steel better.
Okay, what would you rather have? Psychic space or steel space?
Steel space sounds cool.
See? You think it's
It
alright,
does
cool.
sound cool. But I prefer psychic steel.
And it would explain why we have alien Pokemon, so that way people like Anthony don't get confused.
But then things like Clefairy become space type, and then there's not enough.
Space normal!
No, just space.
No, space normal.
Space ghost. Coast to coast.
I would be totally down with the Space Ghost Pokemon. It has the ability to turn invisible every so often. It has a monkey with a mask.
Yes.
Because obviously we don't know who that monkey is.
Yeah. Obviously, if that monkey didn't wear a mask, we'd be able to tell who it was.
Yeah, because the monkey's identity is super important to why.
Yeah.
Watch, we're gonna have like some like Space Ghost fan come up and say, "You don't understand, guys. The monkey had like a scar, and everybody knows that Jan and Jaina had a monkey with a scar, so it would reveal their identity." I'd be like,
Yeah.
I don't know these things. I just
The only reason I even care about Space Ghost off the stuff that isn't coast to coast is because a fucking Batman Brave and the Bold.
that was pretty awesome. Okay. Anyone who doesn't know about how great Brave and the Bold is should just like there should just be like some type of amazing like clip show
Yeah.
of just like random things that are awesome about
Yeah.
that show.
Yeah, it's like
No,
you wouldn't
not like that.
you wouldn't hit a woman, would you?
Hammer of Justice is unisex. Bam!
And it's even funnier because it's just a guy in a dress who
What?
says that.
No, that's a beautiful lady.
Oh yeah,
It's a beautiful lady. She just has
a man face. She has man. Oh yeah, that's right. It's man face.
Yeah.
It's man face. It's a woman with a man face.
Yeah, she was the girlfriend to Babyface.
Oh yeah, there you go. Baby face and man face, and it's like you wouldn't hit a woman, would you? Hammer's just as unisex.
But yeah, send in your fan mail. We could really use it because we need things to talk about at this time besides Excadrill being in your blood. Well, that's where you get the iron for his claws.
He rips apart your blood to make his claws.
Yes.
He's the vampire mole Pokemon.
I bet like Wolverine has like a bajillion in him. That's
Wolverine.
That's why he's so short.
That's why he's so short and so tough. He's made out of Excadrill.
Yes.
And it also explains why he's uber broken.
Unless it's in that stupid Marvel like Facebook game that you keep playing.
No, he's broken now.
He's broken now?
Yes, I told you about this. He got a buff.
They buffed him finally?
Yes, they gave him adamantium. They made his healing factor the same as as X-23's.
Uh-huh.
They got rid of his healing factor attack and instead replaced it with a stealthy attack that
man.
stuns the opponent.
Oh man.
And then he got an ability that says that if his health is high, he will protect your allies, and if his health is low, he will attack afterwards. And then he got a second costume that says if that first ability procs, he has a chance of getting an extra attack.
Jesus, dude, we need to play this game like right now. We're at the podcast right now.
Yes.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.